I should have gone to DFW, huh? Always good advice from W. Always looking out for number one. And by number one, he means him. What's up, Becky, Telly? Yeah, we are here. Welcome in. There is the storm clouds that are upon us. What's up, Jacob? I see it, Jacob. I see the storm's coming. Yes, this will be interesting. We'll see how long we're on the air for, but the storms are coming, no question about it. So it will be quite an interesting day. They are scattered severe storms. There is a tornado watch, and it'll be interesting. So we'll watch some nice crosswind landings here today, which should be some fun. I'm back to my old spot. Storm stream, yeah. What's up, Kevin? No rain here yet. I got here, and it's close by, though. But it is very windy. Nice, strong south wind. So we will be an interesting broadcast. And I have turned off the microphone, the shotgun microphone, because mostly all you'll hear is wind. So we're back to our old spot. In fact, let me pull up the METAR. I'm going to do a couple of things here. I'm going to turn this off. See if we can pull up the METAR real quick. Yeah, here we go. Winds 17, gusting winds 170, 10, gusting to 27. So we will watch with great anticipation. And sorry it was kind of short notice, but I wanted to see what the weather would look like. So thanks, everybody, for liking, subscribing, and tuning in. So maybe if you're not watching one of the other storm chasers, make sure you watch me, because I'm right in the middle of it. Yeah, definitely windy, Carolina Aviation. So winds gusting up to 30 miles an hour. And we're back to our old spot. Back to our old spot. So many good restaurants, Joseph, I don't even know how to answer that. So this is what we're currently looking at. You can see the storm clouds rolling in. Storms will be popping up from the south and the west. So they're going to come right over the airport from the south and west. So I think I've placed myself in a good position. Knock on wood. What's up, AJD? So I am a little further back in the parking garage, just for maybe a little shade. But there you can see a lineup starting to form, and that's going to be dependent on the weather. What's up, Louie? How's it going? We're going to do our best to hold on to the tripod and the computer, for that matter, because the wind is full blast as these storms roll in from the south and west. And if you do encounter buffering, I just ask that you be patient and just deal with the fact that we're in the middle of a storm. M. Jones, what's up? Looks like they're stacking them deep and selling them cheap on 13 left. They are. I think the question is, with the storms around starting to roll into the area, they're probably giving some reroutes to the departures. Or they may be holding the departures. Let's see if we can tune into ATC here. And so I'll start it up. See if we can give you anything good here off of liveatc.net. We'll see how that works. So welcome into Pip's Plane Spotting Live 249. It's windy. Like the wind is directly coming from the south, so it's a tailwind for me. So I gotta make sure my laptop doesn't fly away. Or anything else for that matter. All right, so we got a Challenger, looks like, from FlexJet that's ready to roll out. And we're not getting any ATC audio. Oh, you know what? I know what it is. Give me just a second, I'll fix it. But this will be fun for me. So forgive me for if the tripod and maneuvering. So yeah, winds are pretty stiff, about 30 knots right at my back. Gusting at 30. Adios to that Challenger.
Tower 159 Julie Hotel, switching visual 13 left, we're going to business class. Southwest 980, RNAV door set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
There we go.
Door set, 13 left, number 159 Julie Hotel, left tower, square the turn to final line, continue for runway 13 left, one departure, French travel. Okay, we'll square the turn for 13 left, 159 Julie Hotel.
Little private jet, see how it handles the wind. Nice. Nice so far. Here on 13 left. Looks like a Gulfstream G280.
For planning, how long of a delay can we expect Southwest 475?
Samuel, how's it going? Your base, watching DAL live. Dallas Left Field live. Yes, Samuel, both runways are back open. What's up, Trucker Norm? Great to see you.
Runway 13 left, clear to land, no departure.
I believe, yeah, the runway opened last week. Can't remember which day, but it is back open and operational. So remember, there was some safety improvements done for this runway. And so it was closed for a couple months, but now it's back open. This is actually my preferred spot. Even though I do like the south longer runway, I get to see all a lot more private jet traffic. Fabio says, man, DFW is a mess. I'm sure it is. Whenever it's always a good idea when you wake up in the morning and catch a flight, you should check the weather. Always a good idea because, yeah, if you're in a connecting hub and you have storms rolling through, it's a giant mess. It is a giant mess. And you know, the worst part is the hardworking gate agents are doing their best, but they just have a nonstop line. So shout out to the gate agents. Oh, Samuel, Southwest flight attendant. You are welcome. I appreciate it, my friend. Nice to meet you. Welcome in. Ooh. Another G280, it looks like. And Shotgun Mike is out of service today just because of how windy it is. You'll probably just mostly get wind, so it's just me giving the best commentary I can. So thanks for that. Dealing with that. Love the Southwest flight attendants. They do a fantastic job. Former flight dispatcher myself. I'm dealing with a crosswind, trying to hold the camera and laptop down.
And contact ground point 75. Okay, right here, my 2.75.
Be interested to see if they come out with a specimeter.
583, RNAV door set, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff. Southwest 1524, runway 13 left, line up and wait. 13 left, line up and wait, Southwest 1524.
Looks like a little Embraer, not a Phenom 300, maybe a Phenom 100. So listen closely today what the tower reports winds at, because I'm going to do that for sure. Is listen closely here.
Tower 0377, visual 13. Those are 377 left tower, runway 13 right. Clear to land. Clear to land 13 right, 0377.
Or you won't tell them the winds, okay. You'll probably hear a few wind checks, like wind check, wind check.
Let's try 583.
Dan Reeves. Well, Dan, we're pleased to have you for that 30 minutes, so thanks so much for everybody liking and subscribing if you're new to the channel. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Should be a fun, interesting day here at Love Field. Happy daylight, fall black, whatever thing. AJD, I don't know. I'll have to ask Melanie on that one. What's up, Yin? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Christian Perry, yeah. Where the heck is Ops?
Left turn there, what's your gate? On the gate 8 for Southwest.
Well, I haven't seen him yet. I did see police doing patrols. I did see police doing patrols. What's up, Josh Aldridge? Stay safe out there today.
43, I have your release. Start your engine, please. We'll be ready. Southwest 1524, RNAV door set. Runway 13 left. Clear for takeoff. Runway 13 left, RNAV door set. Clear for takeoff, Southwest 1524.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Now it'll be asked twice.
Okay, everybody waiting down there. Do not see the engines are starting. Start your engine, please. So we have free reign on departure, so everyone start them up.
Tower Gesture 770, Roger, visual 13.
Gesture 770, left tower, runway 13 left, clear to land, caution wake to everyone.
13 left, clear to land, caution for the wake, 770.
Adios to Southwest. I think that was 1524. Lakes, bro, what's going on? So we're going to keep an eye out for Lightning 2. I think the Lightning already may have sounded, but we'll keep a close eye on that too. So 1, 2, 3 waiting for departure, it looks like.
Southwest 1524, contact departure.
Temperatures probably in the upper 70s, Christian. I would say. I would probably say upper 70s.
Left tower shows 2352 with you on the visual to 13 right. 2352 left tower, runway 13
So we're going to be keeping a close eye on everything. If you see weather or you see a severe weather warning before me, let me know. We're going to do our best to be on the air as long as we can, of course. High in the upper 40s, Christian. Whoa. How about that for a change? It was kind of refreshing being in Kansas City and being like in the upper 50s. That was refreshing. Remember, if you do encounter buffering, just be patient. What's up, Michael Walker?
Jet aviation.
All right, 180 on heading and 90,000.
Oh, this is a good. Look at this. This looks like a good crab right here. Taking his time, taking his time. I like it. Treasure Maze, what's up? Whoa, he's taking his time. 54 in Kingman, Arizona. Look at this. This ain't his first rodeo.
18280 left, continue.
Nice. What's up, Ramona Aviation? How's it going?
Runway 13 left, line up and wait. 13 left, line up, wait.
That was a good job by that pilot. Sure is. Again, the south winds are basically, so I have a tailwind at my back, and basically what that means is these pilots have a crosswind. So nice job by that crew there. Small jet, able to obviously handle the winds a little bit better than a larger jet maybe, or the runway at least. 68 degrees, Yin says, out west in California.
770, where do you park?
Dan in East Midlands says 10 Celsius.
Right, then a left turn on Mike and contact ground.
Oh. Well, good thing I know that's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, Dan.
43, RNAV door set, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff, maintain 3000 for now. RNAV door set, clear for takeoff, maintain 3000, southwest 843. November 280, runway 13 left, clear to land.
I'm going to do my best to keep the connection strong, but just bear with me here.
Left for 18280. Tower southwest 4245, turning inbound, visual 13 left. 4345 left, tower runway 13 left, clear to land. 13 left, clear to land, southwest 4245. RNAV door set, runway 13 right. Takeoff. RNAV door set, 13 right, takeoff. 843, you can disregard that 3000 tag. Climb via the SID. Contact departure.
No, Dassault, a Falcon. Brr. Stiff on the landing. Nice. That was a nice stiff rudder move there. No, Melanie, no BWE yet.
Point 13 left, up 500.
That was a nice stiff rudder move.
3271, 13 right. 3271. Runway 13.
Stand by.
500. Hold short of runway 13 left. Hold short of 13 left, up 500. This position good for 500. Yes,
We're back in NBA days, so we got a charter in here, and then you can see the Dallas Mavericks plane right there. The good old Dallas Mavericks.
Go around southwest 4245.
It is, it's warm and windy, Yin. We are,
500.
oh,
Sorry about that, runway 13 left, line up and wait. 5.1.
look at that. Gotta go around. So that's our first go around of the day.
Contact departure. Southwest 4345, sorry about that. Turn left heading 100, maintain 3000. 100, maintain 3000.
Communication.
500, RNAV door set, runway 13 left.
This is training for.
Takeoff. RNAV door set, clip takeoff 13 left, Southwest 500. November 301 Alpha Foxtrot, above tower, runway 13 left, line up and wait. 13 left, line up and wait, 1 of them. Landing clearance for 3271. Southwest 3271, runway 13 right, clear to land. Clear to land, 13 right, 3271.
Roger that, Telly. Working and lurking. I love
A
it.
little bit of bad news. Southwest 27, the cutoff was right before you, so they're going to call me back and give me a time. So you can either wait a few minutes and I can find out how long the delay is going to be, or you can, yeah, just hang on 1 second, okay? Let me find out the time. All right, thanks.
So we're back to 2 runway operations today here at Southwest Love Field.
423 left tower, continue. Continue, flexure 423. Southwest 500, contact departure.
I think that go around is because the ATC mistakenly cleared a plane onto the runway.
125.2,
But
25.2.
maybe not, maybe due to the wind. There's a lot happening right now, so I'm going to say it was due to the wind. Give the controller the grace, but a lot going on. So we got storms rolling in from the south and west. We got gusty winds, crosswinds. So a lot of things going on. Mysterio from Lomas de Zamora, Argentina. Well, bienvenidos a la programa de Pip Pals.
Foxtrot RNAV to door set, runway 13 left. Clear takeoff.
Manchester is a bit windy. Buenas tardes, Mysterio.
423, runway 13 left, third land. Line 13 left, flagship 423.
So hang with me today. We'll have lots of fun. We may counter a little buffering because of the weather, so just be patient, and we'll have a great stream.
Check. Wind 180, 14, gust 23.
Winds 180, gust 23. Not too bad.
Foxtrot, contact departure.
We are back home after the Midwestern road trip, Kansas City and Omaha. Thanks for everybody supporting the channel to make that possible. And we'll be headed down to Houston, I'm thinking mid part of next week, hopefully, as we check out this Embraer Praetor.
Jet 423, I know you know it, you got to turn right. If you don't make Mike 3, expedite down to Mike 2. Turn right at Mike 2 without delay, traffic waiting to depart. Roger, expedite Mike 3.
Oh, looks like we got a big Global and then a little Cessna jet down there on the north side of the hold short.
426, RNAV door set, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff, no delay, traffic 2 out. RNAV door set, 13 left, clear for takeoff, 13 right, clear for takeoff. 17,000. Exit 444, runway 13 left, clear to land. 3 left, clear to land, and take 444. We're going to T2 today. Terminal 2, okay. You can roll to the end. Roger that, thank you. Hey, Tower Southwest 4705. We had started that engine for the good news. Can that continue, you think? Well, we're calling to get the time right now. It's probably not going to be good. They're probably going to make us wait and clear a lot of the DFW traffic out and then let us back go. But we're going to call and get that time now. Roger, yeah.
Phenom 300 there. You're welcome in. Glad you're enjoying your lunch and watching. Perfect combination. Snacking there out there on the West Coast. Thanks, AJD, for those kind words. Nice, Michael. Back to work, feeling better.
Southwest 1226, contact departure.
Welcome into Pips PLANESPOTTING Live. If you're just joining us for the first time, make sure to like and subscribe.
13 left again. 4345, runway 13 left, clear to land. 13 left, clear to land, Southwest 4245.
I bet you we'll see some lightning soon. By the way, did you hear with the ATC, one of the challenges here of having two airports is clearing a bunch of the DFW traffic. So he said that.
Silverhawk 819, I did get your release. Hold short of runway 13 left.
Lolander, how's it going? Welcome in from Scotland. Cheers. It is a windy and soon-to-be stormy afternoon here at Dallas Love Field. As you can see, we've got some rain clouds. We'll zoom out here. Well, thanks, Mysterio. Obviously, I'm trying to get better at my Spanish. Yo practico muchas horas en palabras. So there you can see the rain shaft in the background. Storms are coming in from the west and the south, so that's what we're going to be watching out for. This is the go-around, I believe, from earlier. Crabbing it. Jake, what's up? Good afternoon from across the runway. Here to report on any go-arounds for you, Jake. Great to see you. Buenos Adidas. Thank you, Mike.
Silverhawk 819, runway 13 left, line up and wait.
All right, so we got to line up and wait for that little, what looks like, I think that's a, I'm not so sure now. I thought it was a Cessna. It still looks like one, but.
Southwest 2754. You'll be next.
Nice Global about to take off too.
4.013 left, Southwest 2754. Southwest 4345. up on finals today. I apologize for that. Turn right at Mike 2. What's your gate?
Right turn, Mike 2, gate 9, southwest 4345, no worries.
We got an open gate for you. Mike Bravo 3 into the ramp.
Mike Bravo 3 into the ramp.
It looks like it. It looks like it, Jake. It definitely looks like it. We got that rain shaft going there, and partial rain-free base there too. Indeed, a fancy flyer. Trucker Norm.
Runway 13 left, 27.
Michael Walker, thank you for that £5 super chat via PayPal. Very kind of you. Starting off the contributions. Thank you, Michael Walker, so much.
Good manners are the glue of society.
Thank you, Michael Walker. And you can contribute if you'd like to support the channel via PayPal and Venmo, or you can send a super chat, super like. Thank you, Michael Walker. Plane watching, hello. Yes, back home from in Dallas here. Yep, we had a nice little trip up to Kansas City and Omaha. We are back. We are back here at Dallas Love Field. This is usually the spot where we're at for Dallas Love Field sometimes, mostly because we can hide from the sun. And just a reminder, if you do encounter occasional buffering, hang with us. We'll make sure to get on the air as fast as possible. It has a pretty good signal, but not quite as good as DFW, so. But I am on the air. I also want to say hi to our friend Mark, who we met. It's nice of Mark to, he walked by and said, oh, I see you guys broadcasting, so it's great to meet Mark. Lives close by. Colin Dutton with a £2 super chat. Thank you.
You are a good friend. You know what? Even if you killed somebody, I wouldn't turn you in.
Tom Marchant, working and lurking. Hello, Tom. Welcome in. Yes, I can also hide from the lightning. That is correct. That is another major reason we're at Love Field, Mike, as you know. So let's zoom back out on that cell that Jake was talking about, just to the north of DFW. Haven't seen too much lightning so far, but the storm looks like it's ramping up. It looks pretty mature. Nancy L., how's it going? Thank you so much for the like. Been in the Lurkers Lounge. Be careful out there. Thank you so much. We are due some storms plane watching. We are expecting some scattered severe weather here in the DFW metro area. The question is where and how severe. So there is a tornado watch in effect for basically DFW, basically Dallas north to the state line and into Oklahoma.
But it looks like they're going to let the DFW traffic clear out at least somewhat before we go.
So yes, we are expecting some level of severe weather. It's not widespread. So far, it's scattered.
You guys can do that as well.
Hey, look at this little 135 here. Jet Suite X 135.
They're not giving us time, and it's a big backup at DFW, and they're at least moving those airplanes. So I think we're going to be behind them. So you guys can all shut your engines down. I'll try to do my best to update you with any departure time. All right, copy that. Thanks.
All right, Jake, I hope you caught that. They're shutting the engines down here at Love Field, so they're trying to move a lot of the Tracon's trying to move a lot of the traffic out from DFW. So it sounds like we've got a bunch of Southwest planes that are going to be sitting on the ground here.
Is that 923 Tango Bravo? Your number 6 for departure.
So Love Field.
About 45 minutes or so.
Love Field is just to the north and east of downtown Dallas. This is the closest airport to downtown Dallas, and then DFW is about 15 minutes to the northwest. About that, or about due west. Justin, good afternoon. Welcome into Pip's Plane Spotting Live. Thanks for saying hi. Welcome in.
3 Tango Bravo, you're blocked in at the moment. I don't think you're going to be able to do anything. Why don't you can give ground a call, but there's somebody right behind you, and I don't think we're going to be able to get back using the taxiway because of the closure there. But you can call ground.
All right, so maneuvering aircraft. One of the joys of ATC and all sorts of challenges with the weather. Again, if you're just joining us, the weather, these storms are supposed to be, the latest forecast shows the biggest concern is between 10 and 5 o'clock today. So that's what we're keeping an eye on. Right now it's 2 o'clock. So you can see some of these storms starting to pop in. Scattered variety, scattered severe storms. Andy Lang says it's not raining in Lampasas. It did, but not much. Well, that's good. So I would usually be at DFW on a Monday, but it's nice to mix it up. And the other reason is to protect me and the equipment here. I'm inside the parking garage. I will do my best to send the rain down to Lampasas. Great question, plane watching. I'm laughing because one time when I was working at Envoy, there was a flight dispatcher who put Dallas Love Field as an alternate for DFW. And it is a legal alternate. It's just not a good idea. So yes, you could use Dallas Love Field as an alternate if you flight dispatched for Envoy. However, it was not a good idea because there's no American airlines here at Love Field yet. It's basically, there are 4 airlines that fly here: Southwest, Jet SweetX, Alaska, and Delta. And those are the 4. So yes, you could use Dallas Love Field. Not a good idea, though, if you're American Airlines. So I'll answer it that way. Great question. All right, Nancy L., thanks so much. It would be super cool. Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely am tempted to go storm chase this early spring. But, Gavin, what up? Good alternate would probably be for American. When we would plan, I usually liked Oklahoma City was one of my favorite alternates. Austin, Tyler, Texas, Abilene, Wichita Falls. So plane watching to kind of give you perspective. So there's mainline American, which is the big jets like the 737s, the 787s, and then there's the regional airline, which is Envoy, which is the Embraer E175s. And I worked for the airline that was the E175s. So they wanted us to use, whenever possible, smaller regional airports and not the big airports, so that American could use like Austin and Oklahoma City as those alternates, whereas Envoy would use smaller stations, smaller airports like Tyler, Waco, Wichita Falls, Longview, Shreveport. But Oklahoma City was definitely a favorite of mine. I would use Abilene a lot, and I'd use Amarillo a lot, I think. So those would be my personal. Oh, Wichita, Kansas is pretty good too, or Tulsa. So that's what I would say. Great question. What's up, Chris Cobb? How's it going? Welcome in. And Jet Dispatcher says he came here for the tornado. Mookie59 says Lubbock would be. Yeah, Lubbock is a good alternate as well. Yep, absolutely. Great question. Scott, how's it going? Welcome in. I think occasionally, I don't know that in my Like in my almost 5 years of dispatching, I may have diverted a flight to Houston Intercontinental
There's
once.
none coming off the airport right now, so we're trying to figure out whether they're going to build a hole for us or they're just getting out real slow. That weather is moving. That's the problem. It was over DFW, now it's north of the field, and I think it's cutting off some of the routes to the south. So it's all convective. We're trying to stay on top of it.
There you go. Great explanation by ATC. Weather's moving fast, and they're just trying to see if they can find holes. But right now, oh, speaking of that, hey, look, Christian Perry, we get ops traffic in the house. Nope, there it is. Ops 4, nice, driving the Ford Lightning. All right, Dan Reeves, we'll see you. Thanks for stopping by. Great to see you. I would even say plane watching that like EasyJet and EasyJet and Ryanair would be more mainline. I think I would compare Envoy to like JetB or Flybe Airlines or Skyhopper. I think is for like Air France and KLM for the regional flights. So Skyhopper. That's how I would explain it. But yeah, great question. Gabe 48G, did you ever divert to Clovis, New Mexico? No, I did not ever divert to Clovis, New Mexico, Gabe. And I don't know that Clovis, I'm pretty sure Clovis was not on our up spec because little inside information here. So when you're a flight dispatcher, you have approved stations that you can divert to. And it's in your op spec or your operational specifications. The op spec is a big governmental document that shows the FAA what you're approved for as far as approaches and alternates and things like that. So the op spec we would look at as a dispatcher and we would determine, okay, according to the FAA, what is a legal alternate that we can use in the event that we need to divert? So Clovis was not one of those airports. Good question, though. I think Santa Fe was, and Albuquerque was as well. But that didn't happen too often in New Mexico. Wizz Air Service and DFW. Again, we're kind of limited.
64 left, tower running 13 left, line up and wait.
Oh.
Correction, running 13 right, line up and wait.
Oh, I thought he said 13 left.
13 right, Southwest 2564.
So we got Arizona 1. Look at that, some special livery for Arizona 1 here. Oh, nice, Gabe. Very cool. All right, Justin, we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. I used to fly in out of Clovis. Were you Southern Airways Express, or what would that be? That would be Boutique Air? Was it Boutique Air? Or? Very cool, Gabe. Look at that. We got a special Arizona 1.
Well, isn't that special?
On up door set, clear for takeoff, 13 right, South 2564.
So we got a departure on the south side. Again, the runway here on the north side of Love Field is back open after being closed for about 3 months for safety improvements. And so we are on the north side. That storm was moving fast. So now I've got a little bit of an opening here. That was over DFW. Thank you so much, Dastardly Distinguished DW. Appreciate it. What's up, Nick Webb? Thanks, everybody, for liking and subscribing. Oh, AJD asked how many. It's kind of a tricky. It's kind of a tricky. Usually, when we would get a message from our managers, the ops people would call our managers up on the podium and say, "No more diversions to Augusta." So they're like, "No more planes to Augusta." So there's not a real scientific way. That's why you had to spread your alternates out. I'm trying to think, where was the furthest alternate I picked from DFW? Probably
2564, contact departure.
Wichita. Wichita would be probably the most furthest alternate from DFW if we had to divert. But I'm going to tell you something. I was an awesome dispatcher. I rarely diverted because I paid attention to the weather and I made sure my pilots had plenty of fuel. And so I think I was pretty awesome. So I rarely diverted. Phoenix, I don't know that I ever diverted to Phoenix or put it that far. I think, yeah, probably Lubbock and Amarillo, because usually what would happen is there would be a line of weather like in DFW, but it had already passed Amarillo and Lubbock. So,
That's 588, we're on the left base,
yeah.
visual 13 right. 588, left tower, runway 13 right, clear to land. Clear to land on 13 right, Alaska 588.
Great questions, everybody.
What do you wind? Wind 170 at 12, gust 22.
Winds at 170, gust 22. So that's like a 40% crosswind. So you're almost at a full crosswind there. If you were to go 13 and you get to go 18, you're really at like a full crosswind. No, I think, and I may be changing that. It's a great question, plane watching. I think I may change that. There's a lot of people who just want to be mods, and not everybody can show up at the same time, so I guess I'm extra prepared. So no, it's a pretty open chat here.
27, I got your release.
Yeah, typically that's correct, Michael. Typically you have an American presence. That's almost always the case. Like I would say, you have an American presence 100% of the time. It would be an extreme scenario where you had to divert to an offline station. And when I mean extreme, I mean like a catastrophic, like we need to land now situation. So it's part of the pre-planning process. So before that flight even takes off, you as a dispatcher are planning where your plane is going to divert if it needs to. If there's weather or low ceilings or things like that. So that alternate has already been set in place by the flight dispatcher, and if the pilot wants to change it, he can call the PIC, and the PIC and the dispatcher can work through that. But your alternate should be set at least an hour, in best case scenarios, like an hour in advance of the flight even blocking out. Because most, like basically all the stations are American stations or they have an American presence. Like, and I bring up American just because I worked for Envoy. So if it was United, it'd be totally different. If it was Delta, it'd be totally different. I'm just from my experience with Envoy. Yep, Arizona 1.
Southwest 4705, if company moves, can you get to the runway?
Affirmative, Southwest 475.
27, can you pull up and hold short of Charlie? I'm going to let company behind you go. I had to get a flow time into hobby for you here in a few minutes.
Okay. How far do you want us to go up?
Just pull up, make the turn, hold short of Charlie.
All right, close.
Tower Southwest 2006 with you on the vision 13 left.
2006.
All right, we got a 13 left arrival.
Runway 180 west 10 gust 22.
Remember, now that we have two runways open, the traffic is going to be more spread out, and I know that kind of stinks, but you know, we do see a lot of the general aviation traffic too, which is pretty cool. I like it personally. If you love corporate jets.
22, we got both of our engines shut down. Do you want us to start one up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Tower Southwest 1914, where are we at in sequence?
You're dead last, but you're going east, so you might be able to get out here pretty quickly. I'll let you know here in a sec.
All right, thanks.
Pilots are always like, they will bug the ATC.
Yes, sir, Cap. All right, runway 13 right, line up and wait.
M0123, you are welcome. Happy to share it with you. Scott, Yes, great to see you. Sylvia, hello, hello.
To your gate.
Tom, yeah, so this runway just opened up last week. They were done with the safety improvements. They're still working on the taxiway. But as far as the usability of the runway, yes. And I don't know what exactly they did. I may shoot an email off to Ops and see if they can tell us. Or maybe somebody in the chat knows. But I know they were working on some safety improvements. So, yes.
You'll be next. Hold short of runway 13 right.
Well, thanks for the questions, Plain Watching. Appreciate that. You know, don't hesitate anybody to ask a question. Happy to answer as best we can. There's a lot of smart people in there, too. We've got pilots, dispatchers, flight attendants. I try and get the mechanics to jump on, but they're shy.
4705, runway 13 right, line of away.
So the wind has calmed down a little bit. I would say it'd be more 15 to 20 miles an hour crosswind. Earlier, when I first got on the air, it was about gust of 30 knots. So now it's more steady state. Thank you for the reminder, Marcy. Be weather aware. That is great advice. Scott, thankfully we haven't had any precip here. We've had storms around us, and the storms are coming from the south and the west. So if you look at national radar, all the activity is popping up as the storms come from the south and the west. Oh, nice, Scott. Very cool. Yeah, I try and get my friends from my mate when I was a dispatcher from our MOC days to watch, but they're always like, so shy.
2006, turn right at Mike 2. What's your
Airplane Chuck, if the weather holds up, you may get hit in 30 minutes or so to your southwest. Thank you for that alert, Airplane Chuck. I appreciate that.
2006.
All right, we will keep our eye on the lookout. Appreciate that, Airplane Chuck.
RNAV door set, clear for takeoff 13 right, southwest 4705.
793 left tower, runway 13 right, clear to land.
There is some private jet action. Is that I'm going Gulfstream? Those wings are white. No, DAL. All right, watch how it uses its rudder.
Tower Southwest 1914. We're on one motor right now, so we just need about 3 minutes. Okay, well, I have your release. Let me know when you're ready.
Roger that. Thanks for the heads up, Jacob. Well, I'm trying plane watching. I'm trying to balance the both. So I like to have a little entertainment, but I'm just trying to balance both. All right, Marcy. Thanks for the METAR, by the way, Tom. The meteorological observation from Dallas Love Field.
4705, contact departure.
Yeah, Telly, they're trying to figure out how to fit the traffic in.
Wind 180 at 11 gust 23. Send it 3,000. Park.
Nice private jet, though.
Right turn at Mike 3. Gonna make that? No.
Nice private jet.
Turn right at Mike 2, right on Mike, and contact ground. Mike 2, Mike.
Oh, good, plane. Well, if we were at DFW, you'd get a lot more heavy alerts, that's for sure. I'll tell you that much. But DFW is kind of a mess right now, so, and it doesn't have any shelter. The parking garage situation is different at DFW.
I want you to keep your engines running too, okay?
Fareed, what's happening? Good to see you, Fareed. Hope you're doing well. Thank you to Colin and Michael Walker for your contributions. And thank you, everybody, for keeping me alert on what's going on with the weather. So some of those planes down there at the end.
Ready for departure.
Southwest 1914, RNAV door set, runway 13 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV door set, 13 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 1914.
Where's that 1914? It must be hiding there. There it is. All right, so we'll have Southwest 14 ready to roll. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome in. A hearty welcome to our interesting weather day here. Again, we have a tornado watch in effect for basically Dallas northwards into Oklahoma. Between a 2 and a 3 on the severe weather prediction scale by the by the Severe Storm Prediction Center. 3 is an enhanced risk. 4 is
Tower Southwest 22, have our release.
what is 4? 5 is extreme. I know that much. 5 is extreme. So basically, it goes from 1 to 5 on the prediction from the Severe Storm Prediction Center. Yep, making a move.
Tower Southwest 22.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Well, we started both engines getting overzealous thinking we were going to go. Do you recommend we shut one down?
No, just keep them running here. You're number 2 off the airport.
Copy.
Adios to that 737-800 Southwest 1914. I'll tell you one thing, I have not seen the ramp close yet. So that is one good thing so far. I have not seen the ramp close, but that is probably going to change. In fact, I'm going to turn the camera, well, I don't know if I can turn the camera, but I've got some really dark clouds headed my way. If I look 180 degrees behind me, my truck's kind of blocking the way. But I should, like a couple of you said, we should be expecting weather here in the next half hour. Plenty of tornadic radar indicated activity southeast of OKC. Thank you very much, Tom, for that update. I was thinking about staying in Wichita, but I'm glad I didn't.
29 mile outside of Laura for 13 right.
Southwest 209 left tower, runway 13 right, clear the land.
Southwest 209.
Nice, Sylvia. Congrats.
Big stripe
Trickiest
1064,
situation.
No, it can't be in 2 minutes.
Trickiest
I had to release
situation.
it, but ready.
Welcome.
Man, Michael, it's hard to pick one, so I'll just give you the first one that comes to mind was trying to fly. So we started flying into Key West. And if anybody knows anything about Key West,
All right, copy.
there's Key West has an extremely short runway. And based on our performance charts for the E-175, when we first started to fly there, the pilots, if there was a wet runway, they couldn't land on the runway.
Well, did you tell ground you were a medevac?
So basically, I want to say the first 3 days.
Okay, we're going to try to help you out. Why don't you call ground control, and he's gonna get you out of that line, maybe over to this side where you have access to the runway.
Okay.
But probably the first 3 days we flew in there, we diverted every single day because of rain, and the pilots it was a new station for us, so they weren't familiar with it, and so they went off the performance charts, and if the runway was wet, they couldn't land. So based on weights, and I had to put alternates on there because of thunderstorms. So we had to do some adjusting with that or plan differently. But that was probably I don't know, that's the first one that comes to mind. Key West has an extremely short runway.
4084.
Key West, Florida.
Are you ready?
Trucker Norm gifting a membership. Thank you so much, Mary. Congratulations, Mary Taylor. Thanks so much, Trucker Norm. And this is for Trucker Norm here. Not that. Thanks, Trucker Norm. That's the deal with Trucker Norm. I hook him up, he hooks me up. Thanks, Trucker Norm. Thanks for your generosity and kindness, and congratulations, Mary. Mary Taylor. Yes. So if you ever fly into Key West, notice how short the runway is, and thank you, plane watching. Yes. If you ever fly into Key West, you should definitely take a look and see how short that runway is. Only certain aircraft can land there.
Sharp 1064 ready, sir. Sharp 1064, runway 13 left, lines of weight, traffic going to cross downfield.
Line of weight 13 left, Sharp 1064.
That's good, Kevin. All right, sounds good, plane watching.
209, turn left to Charlie 4, what's your gate?
Good to see you. Thanks for your questions. Great questions. Whatever I can do to give you more information. Looks like Jet Suite X is now getting onto the runway. Gulfstream crossing traffic.
654 Charlie, stop over there. Okay, thank you. I probably won't be too long for you, but stand by. Southwest 4084, contact departure.
Now, just as a heads up, I may have to take shelter depending on how the precip and everything goes. So just an FYI, if I have to shut down real quick, apologize, but got to watch out for the weather. I think we'll be okay, though, but just in case, so you know.
Runway 13 left.
You mean 13 left? 3000 southwest 295.
Sorry about that. Yeah, just hold your position. Traffic departs the parallel. I do have your release.
All right, copy. We'll hold position.
Jacob Lovsaki. Scratch everything else. Your weather is here. Yes. I turned around and...
position at the lineup we are.
Big Truck 1064, RNAV to door set, runway 13 left.
You are welcome, plane watching. I will do my best for good information. You're welcome.
13 left.
What's your call sign, sir?
Minuteman 940 for 13 left.
Minuteman 940 left tower, runway 13 left.
13 left for the land, Minuteman 940.
Southwest 22.
Minuteman 940 sounds like a military
aircraft. 13 right, Southwest 22.
Jet Suite X, E145 out of here before the weather hits. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. The weather is definitely on the road. Jake says, this is my dad's base. I think I just saw a lightning strike. I am definitely covered under the parking bridge. The question is, will I get some of the rain gusts and everything like that? So I felt a cool breeze, so that tells me I got some moisture. Now, I am on the far north end of the parking garage, so I've tried to plant myself in the space that will get the least amount of water, and that's what I'm hoping.
West 22, RNAV door set, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV door set, clear for takeoff, runway 13 right,
I bet it has, Nick. All right, so I'm starting to get some raindrops here.
You get update for the flow. So 3652, you number 4 off the airport. Thanks, sir. Goodbye, probably another 20. Yeah, maybe a little bit sooner.
All right, I'm going to do one thing here to kind of shield a little bit.
You're like number 8. You're the last counter to go.
You're number 8.
30 minutes.
Oh, yeah, sounds good.
I think Maryland one took off on the south runway.
9410 is 1,900 inbound for runway 13 left.
I thank you, Michael. I will do my best. In fact, I'm going to zip up something right here.
Runway 13 left, clear land, pick up 9410.
I got thunder in my ears.
Southwest 4895, you have a sequence for us?
You're second to last, going south.
All right. Time frame?
30 minutes, maybe.
Wait.
Second to last, you're going south. I know, right? The bad news.
4 Charlie Papa, are you ready? Talking 4 Charlie Papa. RNAV door set, runway 13
Another
right.
DSAL.
Clear takeoff.
A lot of private jets trying to make it in before the weather.
22 affirmative.
Yep, pretty much that's all you can do, Michael.
Southwest 295 with you on 13 right.
Southwest 295, left tower, runway 13 right, clear to land.
13 right, clear to land, Southwest 295.
Tower, Big Ship 9410, confirming clear to land.
Big Stripe 9410, affirmative, clear to land.
Clear to land, Big Ship 9410.
Minuteman 940, safe parking.
Signature, Minuteman 940.
Which one, sir?
Signature, Tunnel 1.
Right, turn right. Right turn at Mike 2, right on Mike, traffic 1 mile final.
Mike 2 to make the right turn, and then Mike, Minuteman 940, exit.
It's raining in Colleyville. Thanks. Yeah, we...
Confirm it's the right turn on Mike, Minuteman 940.
Affirmative, turn right onto Mike and contact ground.
Right turn Mike, oh, down there.
Roger that, Jacob. Windy ahead of these storms. Thank you for that alert. Jet Suite X landing. Yeah, we're back in NBA season, Tom, so the Mavericks charter is there, and I don't know who's with the Delta, so I must confess I'm not a huge Mavericks follower. I'm more of a hockey guy and NFL. But NBA is underway.
Tower, Big Ship 9410, do you want us to actually roll to the end?
Big Stripe 9410, you can roll to the end.
Roll to the end, Big Ship 9410.
So behind me is a giant,
Charlie Papa, contact departure.
giant gray wall. That's all I can tell you, because I can't see anything past that giant gray wall.
System 537, Charlie, holding short.
537, roger.
Well, remember, so here's you know, a little radar knowledge for you. So what the radar is doing, all right, so weather radar, right? It sends out a beam. And that beam, when it runs into interference, sends a beam back and reports, you know, a frequency or a level of interference. So what we call those in the weather world is DBZs, decibels of reflectivity. So when you look at a radar, you're looking at basically the interference from the clouds and rain as a decibel of reflectivity. So the higher the decibel of reflectivity for radar, the heavier the precipitation, right? Because it's indicating you have a larger, more densely populated field of weather molecules like moisture. So if you see a red, that's obviously a higher decibel of reflectivity. So all it's indicating is you've got heavy rain. That's right, Jacob. I love my Chicago Blackhawks. I'm just saying that because the Stars are in the NHL, I'm more of an NHL fan, but I grew up in the Chicago area. So I'm a Chicago Blackhawks all the way.
1662 Love Tower, runway 13 right, clear to land, 1 company departure, price your arrival.
Clear to land, 13 right.
1565 companies inside of 4 miles.
737-800 from Southwest Airlines.
91, runway 13 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 13 left, diving, roll line 91.
All right, so we've got the weather is upon us. You can start to see the rain if you look close. But no lightning as of yet. So, oh, never mind. There goes the lightning indicator. Perfect timing almost. Yeah, that loud buzzing noise, that's the ramp alert that you've got lightning. So ramp is going to be closed. Ramp is going to be closed for a while. Now, that doesn't prevent the flights from necessarily taking off. However, the ramp is closed, so if that's the case, ground crews cannot go outside to park a plane. But we do have precipitation now on the field.
1565, light to moderate chop in the climb. You should be out of it in about 3 miles.
Light to moderate chop on the climb.
Contact departure.
Hold on, everybody. Wear your seatbelts. Yep, spoke tuned soon.
RNAV door set. Runway 13 left. Clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff. Medevac, roll 100.
Gulfstream Medevac. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice little trails behind the Gulfstream as it elevates into the cloud. So again, ATC was reporting light to moderate chop for about 3 miles and starting to get a little bit of precipitation on my back, but nothing too bad yet. I also have towels too, so I can protect my equipment that way. But so far we're okay. Brown pants time.
16 is open, Charlie Delta to the gate.
All right.
Charlie Delta to the gate, Southwest 1662.
I'm going to grab, speaking of towels, I'm going to grab that real quick.
Medevac Worldwide 91, contact departure.
All right. So now we got rain. Lots of rain. My camera is not weather sealed, which is why I'm under a parking garage and protecting it at all costs, Mike. The severe weather is there. It is here. Jacob, be safe out there. So these are the current conditions right now at Dallas Love Field. We got thunderstorms. Nice little bit of cool outflow, though. I'll take that. We definitely have lightning. No, it's not cold, Sylvia. I would say the temperature's probably 70, I don't know, what, 72? Yes. Yeah, I was exactly zooming in for that reason, Tom, just to catch that. The displacement from the... So right now we got heavy rain on the field, thunderstorms. Jake, they were doing, great question, Jake. They were doing safety improvements on 13, it was actually 13 left and 31 right. They were doing safety improvements on. I don't know what extents. I think they added the EMAS to the end of runway 31 right, but not entirely sure. I'm going to follow up on that, see if operations can tell me. I'll send them an email. But yeah, that they were doing safety improvements on the runway. That is why. Great question. 1 inch hail indicated. All right. Well, good thing I'm under a parking garage then, Jacob. Scott says we're under a severe thunderstorm warning until 3:15. Thanks for the heads up on that, Scott. Okay, now we can't see the end of the runway, so the rain is picking up. Modified, thanks for liking and subscribing. Yes, Mike Cruz, both runways are open again. This was the runway that was closed, and okay, there's a go-around. That's got to be a go-around. I can't see it, I can only hear it. And I can tell you from the visibility that makes total sense because he probably couldn't, or she couldn't probably see the end of the runway. So whatever flight that was, let me look on flight radar here. And there we got some lightning action. Stand by. Pretty sure we just had a go around. Yes, so that was Southwest Flight 3501 from Midland, Texas. Going around. Yeah, oh my gosh. Check this out. You can't, yeah, you definitely can't see, you can barely see the other side of the taxiway. Unbelievable. And there's that Southwest plane. Remember, I told you that it can't block in because the ramp is closed. And now I feel like I'm being hit by a hurricane here, folks. I'm glad I grabbed the towel. We're still on the air. And this is a nice little tropical storm here, but we're starting to get the winds really kicking up here. But we're still on the air. And Tony, what's going on? It's a Category 3 right now for sure. Some slight rotation. All right. I'm looking here. Thanks for the heads up, Jacob. Honestly, the parking garage is probably going to be the best safety, to be honest. Scott, have not seen any hail as of yet. Just heavy rain, heavy winds. But no hail to report as of yet. If I do see hail, I will report it. So just to give you a perspective of where we're at, we're kind of hidden here. And there's that one Southwest plane, if you can make it out. Yeah, they're probably going to be in a hold because there's no visibility here. I'm, you know, you're probably talking a half a mile visibility. And you've got lightning. So, again, thank you, Colin. Tyson, Tech Help HD. We're in the parking garage. So, we probably have about a half mile of visibility right now at best with this thunderstorm. And with the conditions, I would say it's probably not extremely safe to land right now. Southwest does, I'm not a Southwest dispatcher, but you guys who are on there, or Joe or Jake, can speak to the lowest you can go as visibility. But right now, it's pretty sketchy. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Rainy Cajun. Doing my best, keeping an eye out for things. The winds, yeah. So I'm just going to scan over here. You can kind of make out FlexJet's offices across the runway there. And visibility looks a little bit better. Thank you, Miss Wolves. Jacob says only runway until you're 100 feet above the runway. That's pretty low. That definitely is go-around weather for sure, Jacob. Southwest 1450 might try. Oh, I love it. I love a go-getter. Oh, there's some more embedded lightning. Visibility is a little bit better. Whoa. All right, we're going to zoom out and give you a good perspective here. Oh. Again, I only have my I don't have my shotgun mic working just because of how windy it was earlier. The winds are actually pretty light now. Now that the rain is just coming down, you know, I would say this is heavy rain, torrential rainfall, which is great. We need it here in Texas. Oh, he's turning base. All right. My money's space. All right, well, this will be interesting. I'm interested to see how this works out. Yeah, 1450. We will watch. We will watch. We'll see if it's lined up for 1-3 left. ATC, the tower just, let me get it back on for you.
That's moving to the other side. Roger, thank you.
On final. Thank you, Jake. Mike says DFW looks like it stopped
4371,
departures.
I'm gonna let
Inbounds
you
are
go.
keeping to the
Turn
north.
right
So
onto runway 13 right, and then exit at Charlie 7 and join Charlie.
all right.
Okay, Southwest 4371, we're going, entering the runway, exiting Charlie 7, and taking Charlie down.
Yes, 231 left.
To 31 left, Southwest 43.
Scott says it's raining at my house now near Addison Airport. Thank you for that report.
We're going to send you the CPDLC for the northbound SID, so just expect that here shortly.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so I'm pretty sure that because the south runway is about 1,000 feet longer, they're going to send El Paso 1450 that way to runway 13 right.
Turn right onto Mike and hold short of Mike 1 on Mike.
All right, so visibility getting a little bit better, but
turn right on Mike or left on Mike?
still they're going to send, I think, that El Paso arrival on 13 right. That runway's about 1,000 feet longer than this northern runway. But we'll see. There's a Global. I think that's the Global that was hanging out down at the approach end of runway 13. So I may be going back or just waiting it out. No hail to report, just lightning, heavy rain, and gusty winds so far. Oh, this is a drencher right here. This is exactly what North Texas needs.
Approaching Nate, ILS 13 left, heard a microburst report.
Oh, short final, okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out. Thank you, Jake. I thought it was going 13 right, so thank you.
Left over Nate. Approach told us about a microburst report on final.
1450, loud tower runway 13 left, clear to land. There is no more alerts for wind shear. There was just moderate chop reported in that heavy precipitation that you're going through. It extends to over the airport, but right now the wind is 240 at 17.
Hey, Rick Reed, how's Minnesota? All right.
Okay, copy that. And 13 left, clear to land, southwest 1450.
All right, there's our 1450 going through 13 left, so if it lands, we'll see it. Jacob, they said the crew for 1450 said there was a report of a microburst, but Tower just responded back and says no additional report of a microburst. Pat Murphy, this is heavy rain. Thank you for asking. This is a storm directly over Love Field. This is heavy rainfall. We're in the middle of a thunderstorm. Mark Purdy, how's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for tuning in.
13 right, runway 13 right departure, wind shear alert, 15 knot loss, 1 mile departure.
All right. Oh, now we got a 13 right wind shear report, a 15 knot loss on departure, FYI. So we're going to watch very closely. We are expecting, there is Southwest 1450. I've got a visual on it. You've got a visual on it.
3312, I can start you down there if you'd like. Go ahead and turn right onto runway 13 right and left at Charlie 6 to join
Here
Charlie.
goes El Paso through the
We're going to
rain.
need a couple seconds. Can we just call you back? I think we have
Oh,
somebody
go
else.
around.
Okay, let me
Go
know when you're
around.
ready.
Southwest 3312, thanks.
They said no dice. Go around. So close. That was amazing we caught that. So close. Back into the clouds. You were talking like close to 100 feet there. We're going to have to watch that again.
Yep. Let me see if I can get you. Do you want to try to do that again? It's basically clearing up at the approach end of the runway.
Good. Yeah, Jacob, you're on it there.
It's Southwest 3312. We're ready for those taxi instructions.
1450, do you want to come back around and try it again? Where are you going? Okay. Do you want to go back, get vectored out for the approach, or you want to go out somewhere and hold?
So ATC's trying to get him, and you can understand. See, this is why ATC.
1450, turn left heading 310 and climb and maintain 3000.
All right, thanks. Left 310, 3000, Southwest 1450.
1450, contact approach on 124.3.
24.3, we'll see you.
All right.
Southwest 3312.
So that's their second time. That's their second time trying to land. They're going to try one more. I think they can do it, but obviously safety first. I'm not sitting in the flight deck. But one more try around. Well, good call, Jacob. So it sounds like they're going to go around. They may wait for a little bit for it to clear up, but they're going to try one more time.
Southwest 3312, turn right on runway 13 right, exit at Charlie 6 to Charlie.
Hey, Mark Brandt, you've joined all the action here on Pip's Plane Spotting Live.
We're going to, guess we'll taxi southbound.
Affirmative.
That it is. It is dark. Well, thanks for tuning in. Visit. Was it their first? Well, I thought it was their second attempt, Mike, because there was, the Midland one. Excuse me. You're right, Mike. You're absolutely right. See, I can't keep track, but you're absolutely, Mike.
We're gonna taxi
you're
you
right.
down the runway
1450, that was their first attempt. Midland was the other go-around.
And
I stand corrected. So that was the first go-around for 1450. The other go-around was for, I think it was Southwest 1302 out of Midland. You are correct. All right, so, and Jacob says the Midland flight is diverting to San Antonio. All right. The 757 in town for the Pacers. Oh, nice, Uncle Plane Guy. How convenient. Well, looks like we got a departure now. A lot going on. You can see why ATC is such a stressful job.
All the way down.
Or you can hear why it's such a stressful job. Or it's just going to be taxiing around here. Scott reporting Addison is in a very gusty and heavy rain, modified holding pattern. Thank you for the updates. So, yes, this is not fog, as Pat Murphy asked earlier.
3 Romeo Papa
This
Tower.
is heavy rain.
Romeo Papa, go ahead. I told you to hold short of Mike 1.
Apologies.
Can you turn right onto Mike from there, or do you need the runway again?
Yeah, we're going to need the runway.
All right, get back onto the runway, turn right on runway 31 right, exit at Mike 2, back onto Mike. Please hold short of Mike 1.
Romeo Papa.
I cannot begin to you how challenging.
9 Foxtrot, left turn on Mike, and you go all the way down. You're going to hold behind that global. He's going to use the runway to turn around short of Mike 1 on Mike.
Copy that. Left turn here, Mike, all the way down, and we'll hold short of Mike 1 behind the global.
El Paso flight seems to be circling. Hey, Bay Plains, how's it going? I bet you have much better weather in San Francisco than you do here. We're in the middle of a torrential thunderstorm. Thankfully, so far, that hasn't produced any hail here at the airport. Just gusty winds, heavy rain, and lightning. So welcome in the Queen of Modesty. Yeah, someone took a wrong turn, and it's this plane.
Do you have any idea about how long before we start taxiing?
3652, no. Let me figure out. Where are you?
We're holding short of Mike 6.
Okay.
We're just getting tight on gas, so I want to shut down engines but not sit here because I thought you were going to have us move.
Okay, we'll go ahead and move then. Can you make the turn onto Charlie?
I can make a turn on to Charlie, yes, sir.
Okay, taxi onto Charlie and then full length to runway 31 left.
Sorry, you guys, we're on
Mr. Cheese,
left, southwest.
What's happening? Yep, they made a little boo-boo.
Sorry about that. We're at 13 left, holding short at Mike 6, Southwest 3652. Sorry about that.
Okay, you're at 13 left. Okay, just hold on a second then.
Yep, butt kicking. I like that butt kicking time.
Yes, sir, we can get to the runway, Southwest 3652.
Okay, do the same thing then. Turn onto the runway, exit at Mike 5 and join Mike.
I'm wondering if it might be a runway change. Jake,
3652.
excellent question, and that may be why El Paso's holding 2. If there is a runway change, I still have a feeling a south wind.
Nine Hotel Foxtrot, hold short of Bravo 2.
Okay, Bravo 2 will hold short of Bravo 2, Hotel Foxtrot.
All right, so we've got a lot happening here, and we're in the middle of a thunderstorm, and we're trying. Poor ATC's trying to figure everything out. You got a bunch of different airplanes, and this is why you never want to tick off ATC, because they have all this stuff to deal with. So I've got a Gulfstream G280, a Challenger 350, and a Global, I think that's a 7500 over here.
Denmark Tower, Southwest 3312. We're taxiing southbound on Charlie to hold short at 31 left. May we go ahead and shut down both engines for gas?
3312 affirmative, you can do that.
Appreciate it, thank you.
All right, so they may be changing it up. They may be changing it up as now it looks like the wind is coming from the north
And tower for
east.
537.
Almost.
Shut down 1 engine 2.
Stand 537, affirmative, you can do that. Go ahead and call, Tim, one second.
Now I'm getting a second wave of precip here.
537 clearance, delivery has something for you on 127.9er.
Okay, switch to current.
Yeah, I see El Paso 1450. What are they doing? They're at about 3,000 feet. They needed to hold because they were switching. I guess it sounds like they're going to be switching runways, and from what we see in the view, runways will be switched to the 3-1s. So that's interesting. Always a fun day when you come spotting. You never know what you'll get. Or when you're watching Pip's Plane Spotting live. So thanks everybody for liking, subscribing, enjoying the show. Thanks to Colin Dutton, Michael Walker, Trucker Norm for your contributions. Aaron, what's happening? That's right, ATC is number 1. They do a lot. They do a lot. And if you encounter occasional buffering, just hang in there. We got an okay signal here. It's not the best, but it usually does the job. So just refresh the page, hang in there. I'll make sure we'll do whatever we can to get on the air. So it looks like we've got some extended buffering here. No, yes. Switching it up. Hang in there. No. Vince, what's happening? Jerry needs to fire Jerry first. Yeah, yep. Okay, now I'm getting hit with the rain. We were doing so well. So at this point, I have covered up my equipment with a towel, so I'm all right. But just know I can't see the chat right now. And until the storm moves through, get back. Reconnection successful. And we are dealing with some weather, of course, so if the connection is sloppy, apologies. But that does happen from time to time. So if you are just joining us, apologize for the sporadic connection, but we're still on the air. I'm now getting, finally getting some water in my face. But we're still on the air. We're currently, I guess you would call it a weather stoppage. I don't know if there's that, you know, you can do a ground stop, but As long as there's lightning on the field, the ramp crews aren't moving anywhere. I guess they were able to block in that southwest flight, which is bizarre because I figured lightning would be a no-go. But good news, that southwest flight that was hanging in there is still hanging in there and is blocked in. Yes, Mike, that tends to happen quite a lot. A lot of circling. Yes, Joe, great to see you. It is correct. Yeah, usually if weather, that's funny you mentioned that, Mike, because, yeah, that's one of the great, out to the west of Waco, ATC has specific areas for holding, and that's usually one of the areas that they hold a lot of planes is out there. Another one that they do is out by close to Wichita Falls. So, yeah, they have specific areas where you can hold. Uh-oh. Very interesting, Jake. I can now see part of downtown Dallas, part of it. So that's a good sign. And I can see Parkland Hospital and looks like, what is that, the Crown Plaza Hotel there to the south of us. So visibility is improving, as you can see. Yeah, serious diversions. Well, we caught a go-around, Joe, that was about 100 feet from landing and then just lifted. And that was 1450 from El Paso. They're running the APU probably, Tom. If they're not running their engines, they probably have the APU on so they can still circulate air. But yeah, they would probably, for an extended delay like this, they would most certainly, like Joe said, shut down the engines to save gas. Because remember, we talked about this before, but all flights have mission required fuel, and you can't fall below that number as far as fuel, or you have to go back to the gate and refill. So let's say my mission fuel was 5,000. If we got close to that number, like we were at 5,300, we would either shut down an engine, turn off both engines, or we would go back to the gate if there was an extended delay to depart. So it's, oh, shoot, that was a serious lightning strike. Tyson Tech Help HD, your audio is going in and out. Apologies. I'm going to blame that on the lightning. Also, I'm going to blame it on the towel that's covering my equipment. But thank you for that report. And Denver and to Dallas flight didn't try and is diverting to Houston. Thank you, Jacob. Hey, and Miss Wolves, thank you so much to you for being a member for 13 months. And like Miss Wolves, you can join Premium Economy for just 99 cents. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Good manners are the glue of society.
Joe, you working? You working today? Joe seems like he's in a good mood, so that means I don't think he's working today. He seems pretty chipper. Okay, good. It's been raining for about the last 20, 25 minutes. Still raining. But, now see, I knew it. I knew it. Joe, I could tell Joe was in a good mood, so I know he's not at work. So, that's great. All right. We've got improving visibility, so the storm has moved past us, which is good. Scott Shaver says Addison is improving, conditions improving over by Addison Airport. Thank you for that report, Scott. Rain not coming down is hard, but we are gonna, looks like we're gonna be in a, well, okay, so this is interesting. I've got planes on this end, and then I've also got planes on the 13 left end. So I don't know what's going on. Did ATC turn off again? Yes, it did. It was way too quiet.
37. Sam 5, okay, well.
All right, Sylvia, good night.
Departure, wind shear alert, 20 knot gain, 2 mile departure. Do you still want to take it?
That's up front, we take it.
Well, and that's good, Joe. I'm glad to hear that because I remember one of the first things I learned as a flight dispatcher was I have no control of the weather. So it really didn't bother me if we diverted either. But also, got to remember the 5 Ps. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Hey, is that 6?
Sam 537, RNAV to float, runway 31 left.
Ciao.
Takeoff, wind 1707, gusts 1.
Oh, Brady, thanks for that report. So DFW moved on their plane, so they're going to be using the 3-1s. Thank you, Brady. Appreciate that.
Float, clear for takeoff, runway 31 left, Vistum 537.
Oh, we're going to take off now. 3-1 left, so that'll be the south side. We're on the north side now. This will be runway 31 right. And I'm going to move my camera a little bit here. I'm going to have to move my computer a little bit.
It's really busy. Who's ready to taxi?
Southwest 4895. We're number 1 down here holding the short of Mike 6.
Okay, 4895, roger. Make the left turn onto Bravo and hold short of Foxtrot for now.
All right, left onto Bravo, short of Foxtrot, Southwest 4895.
So we're going to switch cameras.
Acknowledge your westbound CPDLC to Denver.
Stay firm.
Welcome in, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, welcome into Pip's Plane Spotting Live. I think we're on episode 249. Yeah, we're episode 249 today, and thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I wasn't sure I was going to do a stream today, but I looked at the radar and the weather forecast, and I was like, well, we'll give it a whirl. Plus, we're on my favorite spot. This is my favorite spot at Love Field because, especially in the afternoon, I'm totally shielded from the sun, which is great. The other reason I like this is this gives me a good view of the general aviation and the corporate aviation hangars. Now, the downside is you're not as close to the runway as 13 right, but it's still my favorite spot for me. Oh, and FYI, if you haven't been to Love Field, they did increase parking, the cost of parking, by a couple dollars. So be aware of that. So what used to cost me $13 now costs me $15. And if I broadcast more than 5 hours, I think it's like $20.
Over Southwest 3312, we're about to move forward. Do you want us to pull off to the left, or can we just come up?
Nice shelf cloud here. Look at that. Look at that old shelf cloud.
3312.
Joe says 1450 is off to Austin. Thank you for that, Joe. Appreciate that.
Big Ship 290, are you planning on moving up?
Sounds good, Rainy Cajun.
Big Stripe 290. No, we're gonna move you. So why don't you have your engines running?
Yep.
All right, turn left onto Bravo and hold behind the Southwest.
Left on Bravo, hold behind the Southwest. Big Ship 290.
Nice looking shelf cloud there. Yep. That's a textbook shelf cloud right there, Scott.
When I sent you the new route to the north, I actually have your release, so let me know when you're ready to go.
Okay, we're loading it now. How's that wind shear on the departure end look?
It's still active as of right now. 3-1 left, wind shear alert, 20 knot gain, 1 mile departure.
Do you have any reports from the guy that just took off?
Nope, he switched and left uneventfully, but I can tell you as soon as it expires.
I appreciate that. If you could do that, that'd be great. We're getting set up now.
All right, wind shear alert then. Scott says, Scott Cooper, Southwest 3501, diverted to San Antonio. Thank you, Scott. Way to be on it, everybody. Great job today. Keeping track of all the action here. I'm just going to stare at this shelf cloud for a while because this is like trademark stuff right now. Yeah, it looks like the Independence Day thing.
Hey, this Romeo, current love.
Yep, there'll be quite a few diversions, Jacob. We use... So when I was working at Envoy, we had an armadillo, a stuffed armadillo. If you diverted, you got the stuffed armadillo. It was just a little thing we did. I just took a lot of pride in like planning bad weather days. I took a lot of pride in making sure that I had contingencies, all good alternates, a lot of fuel. I was probably one of the biggest users of fuel on bad weather days.
4895, why don't you go full length short of Mike 1 on Bravo?
Hey, Bravo, full length short of Mike 1, Southwest 4895.
And you want to go, you're going to be ready to go when you get down there?
Affirmative, we can be.
Okay. You got a good route, and we might be able to get you up pretty quickly.
All right, thanks. And was 63 Romeo Papa's down here, Bravo 1. Hoping for Mike 1. You want to move out of the way?
3 Romeo Papa, no, you're on Mike. Just hold right there, okay?
Again, just to recap, we are inside a thunderstorm that has passed over Love Field. And so all the planes are waiting for further guidance from ATC before they take off. A lot of them are getting new routes. So whatever route they had when they departed is changing. So now they've got a pre-plan to make sure they have enough fuel.
All right, well, now it's both runways, wind shear alert, 15 knot gain on the runway.
Oh, 15 knot gain, wind shear alert. All right. Very interesting stuff going on here at Love Field. That was reported wind shear alert, 15 knot gain on both runways. So we would usually have more action than this, but ATC has basically shut everything down until they can get these flights, new routes to get them out safely, which sounds like is happening fairly quickly. What's up, Aviation Geek? How's it going? Roger that. Yeah, that was a serious shelf cloud for sure, JB. I'm waiting for it. The winds have already switched to the, we were south flow, now we're north flow. But it looks like our special Arizona is, AJD asked, would you explain wind shear?
You're not going to take it apart. Well, all the wind shear just expired. Would you guys like to go?
Yeah, we'll be ready at the end for Southwest 4895.
And 4371, how about you?
Joe, I don't know if you're on the, I have a basic understanding of wind shear,
so we're waiting on that.
but
we'll take it as soon as we get our numbers.
So Joe, if you want to explain wind shear,
Release, so let me know
but I'll do it. If you're not, I'll do a quick and dirty version. Or Tom.
Okay, Southwest 4895, low wind is 230 at
Thank you,
5.
Tom. Yeah, that's the quick and dirty way to explain it.
Runway 31 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to mirrors, clear for takeoff, 31 right.
All right, we're now going 3-1 right. This Southwest has been waiting and brought down to the other side and is ready to take off, headed to Denver. CB, great watch today. Fun watching weather days for sure. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I probably would have been more superfluous. Hey, the nice thing about rain is we get jet blast. One of my favorite side effects of rainy runways.
127.9er.
Arizona 1 off to Denver.
312, you know, clearance is a new clearance list that we just called in to get.
ExitJet 312, we're going to put something in for you going north, okay?
Okay, Roger, thank you, please.
You can monitor them on 127.9er, but don't give them a call, they're really busy. Southwest 1172. You can't get to the runway, right?
Nope, looks like we're number 3.
All right.
Adios, Arizona 1.
Southwest 3312, can you pull over behind company?
Yes, sir, we're pulling that.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay.
That's a good question, Mike. I'm going to guess 50, 75 grand. I saw that Aviation Geek. Tough for Dennis Allen.
Southwest 4895, contact departure.
Now we got heavy rain in downtown Dallas again, so I've lost the skyline. So just east of here, we've got heavy rain. At least we got one departure out. So that's a bonus. Bonus. Hey, plane watching. Great to see ya. Welcome back. Got a lightning alert. Good job, everyone. Thank you, JB. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Tom. Explaining wind shear in a little more detail. Very helpful. I am. Thank you, plane watching and Scott. Yep, I am covered. By the way, I'm inside the parking garage, and looks like we got a second round of rain, a super soaker. So there we go. We had to clear up, and now we got heavy rains again.
Tower, go ahead, perfect.
CB, enjoying 83 sunny degrees in Charleston, West Virginia. Shout out to Charles Yeager Airport. Awesome. Brady says, expect some more rain coming in the next 10-15. Won't be as heavy as it was. Thank you, Brady. Yep, we just got a second band of rain. Intensify. Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for liking and subscribing. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
290. What departure do you have?
So we're right in the middle of this.
Okay.
When you can make out the rain on the stream, the raindrops, that is heavy rain. That you know. But this is exactly what Texas needs. We're in a drought right now, so this is great. What's up, DeAndre? How's it going? Clear skies in Florida.
Tower, Southwest 4371, we're ready.
Hi, Sue Major. How's it going? Great to see you. Welcome in from the East Coast. Shout out to Delaware. You know, CB, I would like to go to Yeager because it's such a beautiful airport.
Big Stripe 290. Tower.
Yeah, Mike, it is no small amount. And that's, you know, Mike, that's a kind of a reason that a lot of airlines use white as a predominant color because white is lighter and it is less.
You call Big Stripe 290.
It doesn't attract as much heat.
All right, stand by for Big Stripe 290.
All right, give me a second to launch airplane here.
Ah, man, that was a long shift for that ATC guy. I think they switched over to another one. Give that man a break. Air traffic control is...
Love Tower, the wind is...
Oh, lightning. Yeah, we got lightning.
14. RNAV float, runway 31 left, clear takeoff.
RNAV to float, 31 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 4371.
Well, thank you, CB. Oh, some rotation in Highland Park. No, AJD, that's not true at all. You need to triple that. Triple it. Then I'll do it.
Big Stripe 290, Tower, you up?
Yeah, we're up Big Stripe 290.
Big Stripe 290, you're cleared to Hobby via the Kitty 4 departure. I'm sorry, the Sunset 4 departure.
All right, we got a departure on 31 left.
Direct SJT.
I can't even see it.
Direct JCT.
That's how heavy the rain is. We're looking at runway 31 right here. Right where that Global Express is just waiting. Thank you, Aviation Geek. Yeah, it's right on top of us, plane watching. I've got 4 planes lined up here on taxiway Mike. So taxiway Mike, you've got this Global. You've got the G280. You've got this Challenger. And then you've got one more Southwest hiding over here, waiting to take off. Holy cow, that was a good one. I'm sure you all saw that one. I don't know, Michael, on the exact timing of the brakes. That does sound right.
4371, contact departure. Thank you much, appreciate it.
Severe warned over Richardson and Garland. Thank you, Mike Cruz. You know, Michael, I don't even know exactly the brake times for ATC, so that's a question I would want to make sure I had the right information on and ask. Shout out to ATC. Dallas Love Field is where we're currently at, and we're in the middle of a thunderstorm. No, I'm in the parking garage. I'm hiding in a parking garage. Here, I'll zoom out for you. I'll zoom all the way out.
312, you said you're ready?
Yes, sir.
So there I am. I'm protected. Knock on wood, it stays that way. If not, I may have to take shelter. But for so far, we've been in good shape. Yeah, visibility just got bad. Scott Cooper says, I've heard ATC can't work more than 2 hours at one position. That would sound right. I actually thought it was shorter than that. I thought it was more like an hour. But I want to talk to somebody with ATC so I can get the correct ruling on that. I'm now moving, rotation passing over Joe right now. All right, be safe, Joe. Be safe.
13 left, and we do have a new clearance.
Jet 312, Roger. Cross front. We change flows, obviously. Go ahead and do me a favor. Nobody's inbound. Nobody's on the runway. Cross runway 31 right at Alpha. Down there, Mike 6. Join Mike. Hold sort of Foxtrot for now.
Across the 31 right at Alpha. And do Mike 6, left turn on Mike, hold short of Foxtrot at Jet 312.
Yep, it's quite substantial. Yeah, I'll send a message. I got one or two friends at ATC. I'll send them a message.
Number 63, we're going to pop a chair.
Go ahead.
Let me know when you got it all plugged in. You're ready to go. Number 199er, Hotel Foxtrot Tower. Let me know when you get it all plugged in, ready to go.
Yeah, we've got everything set to go for 199 Hotel Foxtrot.
9 Hotel Foxtrot, Roger. Join Bravo 2, Bravo, hold short of Mike 1.
Bravo 2, Bravo, hold short of Mike 1, 199 Hotel Foxtrot.
Jet speed 250, 60, have it all plugged in, ready to go. Jet speed 256, thanks. Follow the Gulf Stream. Bravo 2, Bravo, hold short of Mike 1.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's a great idea, plane watching. I will see if I can invite. I know somebody I could invite out. I might be able to invite a person or two out to a stream. I'll see what I can do. I'll work on that. You know, I'm honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, AJD.
South 3652, go, sir.
The parking garage is probably going to be the best spot. I do see the interior stairs. Stairwells are about 250 feet from me, so if I do need to take cover, I see the parking garage stairs about 250 feet behind me. So thank you.
Times down so that you'll get in line with everybody as long as you have.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
So now we got these two planes on Bravo.
X Tower, Jet 312, we hold short of Foxtrot on Mike, even stay with you as over ground.
Stay with me, exit Jet 312. Continue, hold short of Bravo 5.
I'm trying my best, Andy, sending that rain down.
Number 199er, Hotel Foxtrot left tower. I just got your release. The wind is 2906, gust 14. RNAV meters, runway 3 right, clear for takeoff.
Safety first, Jacob.
Okay, RNAV meters, 31 right, clear for takeoff, 199 Hotel Foxtrot.
I've got some low cloud, you know, I've got some low cloud bases here moving, but nothing too, I don't know what's the word, menacing. Well, we do have rain over the field. We do have lightning. The winds have definitely lightened up a bit, so that's positive. Yep. No, thank you, AJD. Well, you know what? I actually, plane watching, if you go back, I was actually an airport ops officer, and there's probably a couple of videos I reported actually doing live from my truck when I was an air ops officer.
I think. Maybe Scrappy. I don't know which one they'll have you out, but yes, Plico. Logan or Plico, and then you'll get vectors after you talk to departure.
All right, G280 out of here.
Okay, so we'll get vectors for Logan or Plico, you say?
Yeah, that's a little bit, but we're still doing RNAV off the ground initially.
Okay, and any idea time-wise?
Nope, there's a lot of airplanes here in DFW, so.
A quick spin up, oh boy.
Okay, thanks.
Exit Jet 312, thanks for your patience. Continue via.
Watch out, Joe.
Bravo 3, Bravo, hold short of Mike 1.
Plane watching, it would have been probably would have been about late March time frame, early April when we did those videos. Joe, crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff.
Jet speed 256, tower taxi up 2, hold short, 3 right.
So Joe says he thinks there was a spin up over in the village, no damage, but the rotation went over. We had a 60+ mile per hour gust, and then it was over. Thank you, Joe, for that report.
9 Hotel Foxtrot, contact regional departure. We'll see you.
Yep. Yeah, we knew the weather was going to be part of the day, Aviation Geek, for sure. So now I'm starting to see some improving visibility. I can see Parkland Hospital again to the south.
7 off golf tower, you up?
Yeah, here we are, 7 off golf on tower.
Thanks. And what departure do you have?
We were cleared the SB7 to Ardmore for 7 off golf.
7 off golf. Go back to the ground. He'll get you back to the runway.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
All right, I'm starting to get a little rain action myself,
Hotel Foxtrot, contact departure.
so we'll be careful here. May have to shut down for a little bit.
256 below tower, the wind 3107, gust 14, RNAV 2, mirrors, runway 3 and right, clear for takeoff.
If I can get a south wind, that would be better.
Hold short, runway 3 and right.
As long as the winds calm down, I'm cool. I'm getting a little. I'm not getting any like major water, but I am getting a little bit of precip here.
We are ready to go, Southwest 1172.
Roger, release on request.
Welcome into Pip's storm watching today.
On Pop, Roger. Just hold short of Mike 1 for me.
Hold short of Mike 1.
Visit 312, hold short of Mike 1. 312 tower, just got your release, runway 3 on left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 31 left, Southwest 3312.
So thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. For you new viewers, this is my full-time job, so thanks for your support. Those who contributed, Colin, Michael, Chuck, or Norm, and everybody who helped made the broadcast in Kansas City and Omaha so successful. And we'll be in Houston probably towards the end of next week. But I am based here. When I say based, this is just where I live. But, yeah. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like. Smash that thumbs up button.
2011, gust 15, RNAV 2, float, runway 31 left, clear takeoff.
RNAV float 31 left, clear for takeoff, Southwest 3312.
I think it's about time to open up the heavy artillery. Louis gifted a membership. Thank you very much, Louis. Appreciate you. What's up, window seat spawner? Yeah, we'll be headed to Houston next week. Louis de Haan from Utrecht, Netherlands.
Holy moly! Wow!
Thank you very much, Louis, and congratulations to Scott Cooper. Get the full coveted suite of emojis and special attention. Give me a second here. No tornado here directly at the field window seat spawner. I had heavy rain, I had winds, and I had a lot of lightning for sure. Those emojis definitely come in handy when we're at DFW too. We kind of rotate between Dallas left field, DFW, and we also, once a month, we'll go over to the JRB and do a military stakeout.
Mirrors, runway 3 and right, clear takeoff.
Big old Global 7500. Yeah, Pat, he has. I want to say it's probably been no less than 90 minutes. Or at least an hour. Yeah, there's a lot of corporate jets that fly out of here modified. This is the closest airport to downtown Dallas. So there's quite a few corporate jets that fly out of here. All right. Keep those good vibes going. Starting to get some visibility improvement. There you go. 182 Quebec, Fort Worth. Wind behind the storms, cold front is light northerly outside. Thunderstorms front is passing Dallas now. Thank you for that report, 182 Quebec. Appreciate that.
Plus 1172, the wind 32012.
Colin Dutton, £2 super chat. Thank you so much, Colin. Appreciate your generosity. Small and simple things, great things are brought to pass. Thank you, Colin. I'm trying to see if I have another portable charger available that I can charge up the old laptop with.
Off the Golf Tower, have your release taxi up to hold short runway turn right. Exit 312. Do me a favor, pull up to right before the green light starts turning there, because I got a RJ getting behind you.
Okay, pulling up right before the turn. 312 up on that.
Good morning, Lakes Bro. How's it going in Melbourne? G'day.
Move straight 290 tower.
See if this one is powered up. Give me some power. Nope, that's not the one. that's at 0%. Do I have another one here? I do. Let's see if this one's powered up. That is. All right, cool. Any 125 800s on the field. I worked on their construction many years ago. I don't see any, Pat, but we'll do a scan for you. So we'll scan here real quick. We're looking now. We started the show on South Flow, and now we're on the North Flow, really. So planes are taking off on runway 31 right here. This runway, give or take, 7,700 feet or so.
Hey,
or so. Oh, look at that. It's
Go ahead,
Pilatus.
Okay, you can hear me fine.
We just heard you there.
Okay, Southwest 92, contact departure. Number 7 off the Golf Tower, how do you hear?
That's right.
Oh, go away, rain. Go away.
Thank you. Switch out there. 7 off the Golf Tower now.
No, I need a northwest wind.
Actually, running through and right.
31 right, line up wait.
Give me some northwest wind.
Yeah, it's just transmitter.
Present heading, step 1 step.
Michael Walker, thank you so much for your generosity. Give me 1 second here. Thank you for the report, Trucker Norm.
3 by 5, a little scratchy.
Oh, got to get back for the Pilatus. I love a good Pilatus. Swiss airplane manufacturer.
All right, 7 off the Golf. You can remain in this frequency, but it's at 312.
North wind's now picking up. If we can just keep the rain out of the way, I can handle the north wind. What I can't handle is northwest winds and rain. There goes the Pilatus PC-24.
7 off Golf, Arnett Berry, running turn right.
Arnett Berry, clear for takeoff 31 right, 7 off Golf.
It's true, Vince. Thank you for that. And now we got just a Jet Suite X hanging out here, and then I think it's, what is that over there? Ooh, that is a nice northwest wind.
Just got a report from departures. Continuous light to moderate chop by all passenger aircraft.
Excuse me for a second. I'm going to have to cover up my equipment for a second, just to be cautious here. Well, Aviation Geek, as Vince said, those are totally random. So if YouTube changes the way memberships are gifted, That'll happen.
Picture 290, we did get your release time into Hobby. 2143, void is not off by 2145, time now 2132 and a quarter.
That's not too bad. Release time about 10-15 minutes.
Thanks. And not yet, but if I don't get that exit out in front of you, I'm going to have you turn on the prop on there and then jog around the other way.
Give me just a second. I need to disconnect my tripod here real quick. Tighten it down. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We've had a fun day here watching weather unfold at Love Field. Love Field, of course, the home of Southwest Airlines. Their headquarters are right across the street. And I want to say temperatures have dropped by a good 10 degrees at least. Now I got a north wind, strong northwest wind. And definitely you can tell that a front has gone through. So, oh, come on. Focus. There we go. What's up, Matt Man? How's it going? Lots of rotation near me, Pearl. Thank you. All right, thanks, plane watching. Great to have you on board. It's been a fun day. I'm glad, you know, I had these towels in case I ran into troubles on the road trip, and they've actually come in quite handy today. So, hashtag blessed. Thank you again, Michael Walker, for your contribution. Whew. Fropa, ooh. Now you're getting serious, 182 Quebec. You just pulled a frontal passage, a Fropa. That was one of the questions. So when I interviewed at Envoy, they asked me that question for flight dispatching. I did not know that question at the time. So I always remember that question, Fropa. Fropa on the METAR, short for frontal passage. That is correct. Nicely done. 5 bonus points for 182 Quebec. Louis says in Utrecht, 4 Celsius over here. It'll be well below 0 tonight. Ooh, totally chilly. Forgive me. Oh. Got lightning alert. Another 5-pound super chat by Michael Walker recently. Thank you, sir. Since I have my equipment covered, I can't use my sound bar, but it goes without saying you're a gentleman and a scholar. Now it's almost too cold for shorts. Not quite, but I also have my jacket, so maybe I'll just resort to Midwestern apparel where you wear like a long sleeve or a sweatshirt and a jacket, and then you're in shorts. That is Midwestern weather, folks.
357, Tower Roger. And on your route from the SD departure, or the S9 departure, really, there's 2 routes out of the 4 that are open. So you'll get RNAV off the ground list, and you can expect vectors to north once you pass those waypoints.
While we're waiting here, let's give you a little more inside info. So in the event of a diversion, basically what happens is the pilot and dispatcher will come to an agreement on, okay, we're going to divert to this station. So in the case of, I think, 1504 from El Paso, it was diverting to San Antonio. So it gets on the ground in San Antonio. Basically what can happen is a couple of different things. First off, the easiest is if there's a gate available, they can block into a gate. Or they may have to wait for a gate to open up. And depending on what ATC does, they can be there for 30 to 45 minutes, or they can be there for a couple hours. because it dependent on what happens with ATC. Is it a ground stop for Dallas Love Field? Is it a ground delay? They're two different things, ground stop, ground delay. Ground stop means everything inbound to that destination is stopped unless ATC specifically says only for certain centers. It's very complicated, so I'm the quick and dirty version. So ground stop, ground delay. Anyways, so the flight dispatcher is going to come up with a new release from San Antonio. He's going to plan for, ideally for an alternate for Dallas Love Field. He's going to put some fuel on, and he's going to send it out to the crew. Well, that flight down in San Antonio may not be able to leave San Antonio until ATC gives them what's called a wheels up time, or an edict time, an expected departure clearance time. Because we've had so many diversions, there's a lot more aircraft trying to get back into Love Field, and there's only so much amount of airspace. So to space out the aircraft that are trying to get into Dallas Love Field, ATC, when I say they, ATC may issue what's called a ground delay program. And it can be, for just Dallas Love Field. It can be for multiple airports. It can be for a number of reasons. But the long and short of it is if, let's say, Flight 1504 is on the ground in San Antonio and ATC has issued a ground delay program, they're going to get a wheels up time on when they're allowed to depart. And they cannot depart until they hit that time. So right now, what is it? I think it's, let's just say it's 4 o'clock. I know it's not 4 o'clock yet. So that would be 22Z. So 22Z, you are, and I can't, by the way, I can't see the screen or anything, so I can't see the chat. But 22Z, let's say their wheels up time is 23Z, so an hour from 4 o'clock. So basically 5 o'clock locally, but 23Z. Now, what does that mean? That means they cannot legally depart or leave San Antonio to come back to Dallas until 23 Zulu or 5 o'clock. They can block out, but they can't take off. If they do take off, they pretty much will probably lose their pilot certification. No, now I'm getting north wind rain. That's not cool. Good thing I covered up. So I've got north wind rain, towels covering everything, so I can't see the chat or anything. But we're still in the air. So I'm going to watch this closely to see what happens. I might have to shut off here, but so far, not yet. But just FYI, might have to. When it was south, when the winds were from the south, it was perfect. But now that they're from the north, I'm going to try and follow this jet, but I don't have a monitor to follow. So, here, give me a second here. Un momento, por favor. Louis, thanks for gifting a membership for Roskin. JR, welcome to first class. All right, Michael. Ah! That was my imitation of being hit by rain. Whoa, JR gifting 5 memberships. Sue Major, Miss Wolves, Gabe, George Ripto, Jamie Seago, Dr. O. Thank you so much. I guess I'm off in my own little world because the towel is covering everything right now. I'm going to have to move the camera back. Ah, no.
Come right out off. And you continue down the runway there, and you said you're going to work? Yes. Okay, you got the runway out.
Oh. So this is entertaining, I'm sure. But I'm being pelted with rain, which is not what I wanted. But that does happen sometimes in the broadcast world. But I'm hoping it's short-lived. If it's not, we may have to shut her down. So I will do my best to stay on the air. But as you can see, the rain is coming down for a third time. And we knew this was going to happen, so it's not like a surprise to anybody.
At November 8 Echo Alpha, turn right at Alpha 5, and then right on to Alpha at the first bus into this frequency.
Alpha 5, Alpha into this,
Thanks so much. For 8 Echo Alpha, let me know when you're off the runway.
I'll do it.
So I guess this is our edition of a rain delay, like in baseball. And I've now covered my towel, or my camera with my towel. But thanks everybody for sticking with me. Hopefully this rain is short-lived.
Thanks,
So I don't have, I can't see what anybody's saying, so you could be like, Pip's the worst or something, I don't know. But thanks everybody for gifting memberships, and we're going to stay on the air as long as we can. I'm not going to be scared away by a little rain. The good news is the convective activity seems to have departed for the most part, and when we say convective activity, we're talking about like thunderstorms, lightning, hail, things of that nature. Now it's just rain. So if the wind will behave, I can continue the broadcast. Otherwise, I might have to shut her down. Embraer Phenom 300 taking off there. Guess I could log onto my phone here. I'm going to shut off ATC for a second. See. Yeah, definitely the broadcast definitely would have not worked today at DFW. I'm going to see if I can use the delay from the broadcast to try and make everything better. And I'll tell you what, these towels are definitely come in handy, because otherwise we would have been shut down, because I've got a crosswind of rain in my face, and I'm kind of hiding behind the truck. And and now I just look like I have a giant gray screen. Tater 12, screen looks like a white cow eating an ice cream in an ice storm. That's pretty close to a good description of it. Yes. So thanks everybody for liking and subscribing. Don't forget to tune in. I would say those are all accurate statements, as we are in the middle of a giant rain. But I am on the chat. So we're being hit by rain right now. And there's my truck. So thanks everybody for hanging in there. JR, yeah, the Hawks did really well on the road trip. They really should have been 4-1. They didn't blow it to San Jose. But yeah, they did really well. Joe says, last big rain ban. Oh, one more. Line of storms are training up your way. They will shift east not before too long. Thanks, FTW. Appreciate that. Louis DeHaan says, oh, on €6 chat says, get a hot chocolate. Thank you so much, Louis. That sounds fantastic, actually. I was talking to a good friend about some whipped cream and hot chocolate. That sounds fantastic. So, yes, Joe says we've got a ground delay program in effect until, where did I see that, Joe? Ground delay program until 3Z, so that would be 9 o'clock, in case you're wondering. Average delay about 54 minutes. So thank you, Joe. And thanks, everybody, for logging on, watching, tuning in to Pip's Plane Spotting Live today. Picked a fun day to be out plane spotting and streaming. We are Currently on the rain delay, I've got my, this is funny, it's like I've got the, what do you call it? The tarp on the field, except I've got towels on my equipment. So we'll be back as soon as, we'll get back to spotting as soon as this rain decides to not come from the north. I can handle the wind, I just can't handle the north and the west. In fact, excuse me just a second here, I need to wipe off some things. The battery for one. The battery for one. Okay. Much better. Oh, and there's me. The birds that diverted, Joe says, are not getting into Dallas anytime soon. Roger that. Thank you, Joe. Joe is a flight dispatcher along with a few other flight dispatchers we have here. So they're connected to ATC and what's going on in the operations. So thank you for that, Joe. I just realized I have a really big head. Cranium. No, it was 300. That's incorrect, AJD. It's 300, not 200. So welcome in everybody to Pip's Plane Spotting Live, or Storm Spotting Live, under the rain. See if I can give you a little more zoom. Let's hit 200 likes. Let's do it. I've got some lightening of the skies to the west, the north and west, which hopefully is a good sign. I don't know about that. There you go, Joe, exactly. But we'll get back to it. So we are in a rain delay right now. Pip's Plane Spotting Live, episode 249, actually, from Dallas Love Field. The severe weather has mostly passed, but we are still dealing with rain. Thanks for the contributions of Trucker Norm, Louis DeHaan, Michael Walker, and Colin Dutton. And thank you for that. We just got back from a trip. AA and American Eagle are diverting Texas with a $200 donation. Texarkana, yeah. See, that's a station we would use. We would use Texarkana. We would definitely use Texarkana for sure. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. We're in a rain delay right now if you're just joining us. Wow, we got a flash flood warning. I was pulling up the weather app. Flash flood warning. How about that? Well, I can tell you if you're a passenger for at American Airlines, you should really think about getting a hotel for tonight. Because I don't know about your flight going forward. Not that an American Airlines passenger would be tuning in. They'd be standing in line trying to rebook their flight. But it's definitely going to take a few hours to reset everything. And just think, as a person, I want you to imagine a domino effect. Because when planes get diverted or delayed due to weather, it creates a domino effect, because the plane that was supposed to be going to San Antonio, or excuse me, like, let's say New Orleans, now just diverted to San Antonio. So you either got to swap it with another plane, or you got to wait for that plane to come in from San Antonio. Meanwhile, you've got a crew who's misconnecting, and so there's going to be a lot of cancellations or delays with this weather today. And a lot of people are just going to have to stay at the hotel and till everything resets tomorrow. That's why it's always a good idea. Again, when you're flying, make sure you check the weather. Number one thing you can do as a flyer for a safe flight is check the weather. Number two thing, make sure whenever possible, try to depart early in the morning. That increases the likelihood that you'll reach your destination safely. Because sure, it's convenient to depart at 11:30 in the morning, but if you get to the destination at 2 and there's thunderstorms, you may not be able to get in. You divert somewhere else, and then who knows what happens. So, like my niece diverted last week. She was scheduled, I think, on like flight 20 from Salt Lake City to Dallas Love Field, or to Houston Hobby, excuse me, Salt Lake City to Houston Hobby, and she diverted to Austin. Well, she waited on the ground in Austin for a few hours before she could get back to Hobby, and then she had to wait for her delayed flight. She misconnected, and then she had to wait for the next flight to get into DFW, or excuse me, Dallas Love Field. So again, a lot of moving parts. It's like a giant domino. Giant domino. Whoa, $20 super chat by JR. Thank you so much for the next adventure. Thank you, JR, for your $20 super chat. Ramona just got home. Sometimes you'd have to work with crew scheduling, AJD. Great question. And you would have to see who they had for available and whatnot. So, yeah, it was kind of a balance. It was definitely a balance for sure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I keep getting pelted with rain, so as much as I hate to do this, I think we're going to call it a day. And you see me, hi. We're going to call it a day because we're getting pelted with rain and it won't give up. And I just took a look at the radar, and I think we're in trouble. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in. Thank you to JR, Michael Walker, Colin Dutton, Trucker Norm, Louis DeHaan. Thank you for your contributions, but I'm getting pelted here, so I'm going to pack up, get out of here, and see if we can make it the next day. Tomorrow should be great, so we might be on the air tomorrow at DFW. I'll let you know. But a big thank you to everybody who tuned in today. It's been a lot of fun. I still have a lot of video to cut up, so this is fun, entertaining. But I'm going to say good night, goodbye, and we will talk to you again. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in at 2:49 as I get attacked by rain. We'll see you all later. But it is time to go and pack up, and we'll see you later. Take care, everyone. Bye. Thanks, Pat. See you guys.